Hey everybody, this is Melanie from Mel's Board Game Room, sponsored by Games and Couple by Oshrat Online Counseling. And I am vacationing in Edmonton, Alberta, so I'm actually in Sherwood Park right now, and I'm going to go and visit River City Games. So I've never been here. That's not true. I just walked around in there a little bit, but let me show you what it looks like in here. So there is tons of games. I am really excited to show you around here. First one, we have like a display of all the Ticket to Rides. Look at this. There's way more Ticket to Ride than I was aware of. I have this one, Ticket to Ride Europe. If you want Ticket to Ride, there are different Ticket to Ride. And I like that they have first journey. So for like introducing young kids. I've never even seen this one, Ticket to Ride Track Switcher. This looks super cool. Look at that. Okay, I haven't played this one. If you have, let me know what you thought of it, because that looks really cool. Of course, we have lots of Catan over here. Oh, and then Catan Game of Thrones down there. Catan's just classic, isn't it? And then there's the Azul. We have Queen's Garden, Mini Azul, which is kind of neat to take on the road. Stained Glass of Sintra. That is the only Azul I have yet to try, actually. Alhambra. This one is such a good game. We just did our top games that were published in 2000 to 2005. This one made my list. So if you want to see where on the list it is, you better watch the podcast, The Board Game Specialist. We have Carcassonne. It's a big box Carcassonne down here. Then we have a few extra expansion. There's so many Carcassonne. I only have the base game right now. But yeah, there's option for Carcassonne. Century, Spice Road, Eastern Wonders. I'm a big fan of this one. Eastern Wonders actually personally is my favorite. And I seem to be like the only one in that, but I think this is great. Cascadia, and they have the new Cascadia Landmark that just came out. I haven't tried this one yet, so that's pretty exciting. Cloud City looks really good. Haven't played that one. Phil Walker Harding though, so it should be good. And then look at all of these. Okay, this is great. So we have Time Stories, Terraforming Mars, and a bunch of expansions available here. Tobago, Yosemite Trail, Yak. Okay, let me show you Yak. Yak has such amazing little component. Like, look at these little 3D. This, I don't know nothing about the game. I saw it played at FalCon, and it's one of those that makes you stop and pay attention because that game looks amazing. Tsuro is another one that I consider classic. So easy to get to the table, but very fun and satisfying to play. Smash Up. I have a bunch of Smash Up. Sorcerer City. Sorcerer City is so good, but trust me, you need a big table to play this one. It takes so much space, but it's well worth it. Small World. Shake That City is one that was really fun. I got this one at the FalCon flea market, or not flea market, what was it? The auction. And it's so cool because you shake, so it randomly puts down cubes. And depending on what you have, which cube you're going to take, but it has to go that way on your map. So if you take the blue, you're going to have to put them in that order somewhere on your map. It's a neat puzzly game. I quite enjoy this one. Stone Age, it's a classic. This is a new reprint one. It looks really cool. Expedition. This is one that I almost played. I was signed up to play at GobFest, but they had started teaching it before I got to the table, and there was so many people I could not even hear the instructions, so I just decided to play something else, which is too bad. I really wanted to try this one. But this one, huge table hog as well. Every time I've seen it set up on the table, it takes a lot of room. Robo Rally. I'm laughing at this one because my sister's been hunting this one down, and she ended up buying it online, and it's like, oh, look, I found it, but would do no good. Oh my God, I'm knocking things over here. So let me show you what I'm knocking down. So Calico, let's put that back. Camel Up, that's an amazing game. So much fun. And they have like off-season edition now. And then I dropped Clank in Space. So I'll put that one back. Earth is also quite good. Quite enjoy that one. Let's go back here. They'll be more careful. Near and far, this one's great. Oregon Trail, I haven't tried. Pandemic, this one is kind of cool because it's in like a first aid kit. I remember when they reprinted that one. It looks so cool. I've never seen it live before, so that's neat. Bunch of other Pandemic games here. Power Grid, such a good. Oh, Memoir 44. Memoir 44 is in my top games of all time. It is so good. It's not even like, if you like army themed game, great. If you don't like army themed game, still an amazing game. We have Mysterium, Lost Cities, bunch of killer bunnies. I'm not huge on killer bunnies myself, mainly because I wasn't prepared. So I played the game. It was a neat game, honestly. I enjoyed the gameplay. And then at the end, you randomly picked a carrot, and whoever had that carrot was the winner. I was just like, we did all of this just to randomly pick a winner. So that was my feeling on my first play of Killer Bunnies, and it kind of killed it for me. So Lost Cities, Jamaica, 5-Minute Mystery. So that's kind of a remake or reskin of 5-Minute Dungeon. I don't know how it differs, but I'm interested. Heat Pedal to the Metal, so good. Harry Potter Hogwarts Bottle is really good as well. So many good games here. Oh, Eldritch Sign. So Elder Sign, Eldritch Horror. I really enjoyed the Cthulhu kind of game. It's funny because it's not a theme I like in movies at all, but I really like it in board games. El Dorado was in the top 3 in the hotness list lately, so that's interesting. And then they got this version here now. Oh, so that's the original one. That's the Golden Temple here. All right. Dust in the Wind. I've never played this one, but it looks cute. I'm interested in that one. Chronicles of Crime is probably one of my favorite games. Oh, and Dice Throne, of course. Who doesn't love Dice Throne? Then you have a bunch of Dominions down here. And then we have Baldur's Gate, Betrayal at Baldur's Gate. I've got that one. Betrayal at House on the Hill. I got that one. And I recently got the Scooby-Doo version one, so that's cool. Then we have Arc Nova. Oh, and Blue Lagoon next to this. Blue Lagoon is kind of cool. It just looks really cool when you're playing it, when you have these little 3D huts placed everywhere. So Blue Lagoon's pretty cool. Arkham Horror, really cool game. And the guard game next to it is also very good. And then Canvas. Canvas is really neat as well. Okay, I'm not sure what this is, but look at this. I think it's Backgammon. That's a really cool looking box. I'm only on the one side. Wingspan, Wormspan. Wormspan is such an interesting variation of Wingspan. It plays very similar. So if you know how to play Wingspan, you'll have no problem picking up Wormspan, but it changes it enough to kind of give it a different spin on it. And then all the expansions for Wingspan. Villainous and all of its expansion is here. That's kind of cool. Waterfall Park, that one looks cool. I don't know. I've never played that one. Wonderwood looks neat as well. Then we have Seven Wonders, and there's so many expansion for Seven Wonders. Seven Wonders Babel, and Seven Wonders Architect. And I'm a big fan of Seven Wonders Architect. It plays so quick, and it's so quick to teach. I found Seven Wonders take a bit to kind of get used to, but Seven Wonders Architect, you can just pick it up, no problem. This was one thing I was in shock. So here's Splendor. And Splendor Duel actually adds quite a bit of different components to the game, but then look how small it is in comparison. I was surprised by that. We have Parks here, which is neat. Quacks of Quedlinburg. And you know, my friend was looking for Othello. So here's brand new Othello. So there's that here. Now there's this whole side here I haven't even looked at. So let's go this way. We haven't looked over here. Cultivate, I pretty much know nothing about this. Lost Rune of Arnak, of course, good. Mariposa, it was okay. You know, it wasn't my favorite game, but it was an interesting theme. I didn't realize, like, I know I knew Monarch Butterfly would fly from, and it took generation, but, like, why do they keep going if it's, like, 3 or 4 generations away to make that trip? That's crazy. Onitama is such an amazing, amazing game. If you enjoy chess but want something that's kind of easier to get to the table and teach, then Onitama's the game for you. Sagrada is good. Froggerl, you know, you can play Froggerl with just any 6 dice, but that's kind of cool that they have this here. I'm really liking this. This is like the mystery corner. I am loving these cold case, and I like that you come, like when you open it, it comes in like it's like a case. You got the file folder and all the files in it, and then the pictures, and like it is so thematic. Escape the Room, that's a series I quite enjoy as well. And then this one, Escape the Room, the game comes, well, if you get the original, it has like a physical bomb you have to defuse on the table that these will kind of be able to play with, and I quite like that. Then exit the game, great. Murder Party Mystery, I haven't done those, so I don't know how those compare. Then we have Doomlings. I got this one for Christmas. I still need to play it. Dixit, so great. Love this one. Concept is interesting because you got to try to get them to pick or to guess a word, but you're utilizing like these images that's on the board, so they're going to try to figure out from those images what it is. So in this example, they have like it's the bee. So you would put a token next to animal, then yellow and black, and then small, and then flying. So and hopefully they can figure out between that you're trying to describe a bee. I quite enjoy that. Code name, of course. I have 4 code names at home right now. So I have the Duet, the code name, Pictures, and the Simpsons code name. Blank Slate. I think I'm taking this one home. This is so cool. Blockus, it's a great one. Blockus Duo. Big Bottle. We played this one so much growing up. It's one of those games that have so much memories for me. I quite like that. And then Bonanza. Bonanza made it so high on my top 100 videos that I did, just because it is such a good game. So they have Bonanza here, and it's Nomia. I really like this one too. It's so funny when you get playing because you just end up trying to say the answer, but you're just making noise, and it just makes everybody laugh. All right, on this day, this is probably the game I played the most growing up. So that's cool. Poetry for Neanderthal. You're trying to get people to guess, but you can only talk in one-syllable words, from what I understand. So that's neat. Nancy Drew Collect. Okay, I don't know anything about this one, but the fact that it's Nancy Drew makes it interesting. Long Shot, the dice game. It's a great game. Keys to the Castle. I've played that one once. I would say it's best for a younger audience with this one. It's a pretty simple game. Just One, great party game. And then we have Hues and Clues. I've never played this one. I am curious about it. And then 5-Second Rules. And then Here to Stay and Here to Slay and Happy Little Dinosaurs. And then of course you have Exploding Kittens and Barking Kittens. I got this one for Christmas, but we still need to get it played. This one is interesting. It's you have a question and you got to put an answer. Everybody puts an answer and it's a number, and then you put it in the order and you try to guess or what order it would go in. I've never played it, so I think that's coming across in my description. But So Clover is kind of cool because like you get this 4-clover cardboard piece that you put the cards on, and you got to come up with the word that would connect those 2 words. Then you take the cards and you shuffle them and you add another one and try to guess the order of how there was on the other players. Shifting Stones is one of those games that has the most amazing table presence. It is such a pretty game, simple puzzle, so much fun. If you can, and you don't have this one in your collection yet, you should come to River City Games and pick up Shifting Stones. It is so good. Let's see what they have over here. Okay, Rummikub. This is one that's I just will never pass on Rummikub. It is just such a neat, fun game. It's like playing Rummy with cards, but you have these satisfying domino-like tiles that just kind of makes this even better. So Rummikub, still one of my favorite. Quirkle is also so much fun. It's like big wooden tiles that you're trying to put different symbols or similar colors together, and you're trying to create this big puzzly thing. So it's kind of like a domino type game. Point Salad, and then it just came out with Point City. I quite enjoy this one. This game I refuse to get. Bear versus Babies. I have no idea how it plays, but I don't want a furry box on my shelf. My friend is threatening to get it for me for Christmas, just because she knows how I feel about it. And then Secret Hitler. Okay, Secret Hitler is, I would say it kind of plays in along the line of coup, but it's a lot more than coup, maybe more like Avalon or the Resistance. But you have somebody among you that is trying to sabotage what you're trying to do. And maybe it's just because those are the games they had, or maybe it's Hitler and you're trying to figure out who the secret Hitler is. And that's hilarious. Joking Hazard will make you blush. This is a horrible, terrible game that my teenage kids absolutely love. And you can create the most horrific jokes by playing these cards together. So not for a younger audience, be warned. All right, what do we have over here? Oh, looks like the mature section of the game. Okay, monikers is kind of neat. You have three parts to this game, where first you're going to try to guess the word with a description, and it will get revealed if you don't guess. And then your second time you're doing it again, but you can only use one word. And the third time you're just acting it out. And it's actually better than it sounds. It was quite interesting. Telestration is neat. Fun game. Wavelength, of course, is also very fun. Let's see what we have here. So I have 5 crowns, and I enjoy this one. I also had like a letter version of it, and 5 crowns just got played. Oh, there it is, Quiddler. So this one was just harder with words with my family. They weren't very word people, so we kept 5 crowns instead. Scope, I have this one, and I still need to play it, and that's probably one that's been in my collection the longest. And then they have more Dude here. I have the original Dude, and my kids were playing it with my sister in the morning, and I was still in bed, and all you could hear is people saying, dude, dude, dude. And it's just a game about where you're trying to say dude a certain way and trying to guess if they have the same card as you, because each card kind of shows a different way of saying dude. In this case, it's like you would say it as like a surfer guy, or as a robot, or as a ghost, and you're trying to find, okay, this version actually is kind of cool. I didn't realize it was so different, but sounds neat. Okay, what do we have over here? Okay, Roll For It is probably by far my most played game because it's so quick and easy to play. Teenage Mutant Ninja Party, Pizza Party. I know nothing about it, but that alone makes it interesting. Flux. I'm a big Flux game, actually. I play a lot of Flux games. We have a lot. It's just one that I kind of enjoy. You never know how quick it's going to be. Monopoly Deal. That's the only Monopoly game I have in my collection. Karma, I know nothing about, but it looks good. I'm a big fan of small card games. Dutch Blitz is just fun. It's chaotic and fast, so if you don't like that, be aware. I've never played Tekka Goat Cheese Pizza, but they made a lot of different versions of it now, so that's interesting. Gyrating Hamster. This is in the unadopted version. This is a game that my family just absolutely love to hate. We play these ones all the time. We get mad, we put it away, and then we'll like get out of bed and say, okay, let's try it again. Truffle Shuffle is one I heard a lot about but never played. Okay, let's go see over here. Skull is amazing. You should all own it. Coop is a lot of fun as well. This is one that my family always goes really well. We quite enjoy this one. It's I play a fairly big team. From what I understand, Avalon and the Resistance are fairly similar to that genre, like Coop. Love Letter. This is the second most played game I have in my collection. And Infinity Gauntlet is a Marvel version of Love Letter. Then you have your Werewolf and Ultimate Werewolf, and Jaipur is a great 2-player game. What do we have over in this one? Welcome to, yes. Okay, Next Station London. I played that one for the first time a couple of months ago, and I was very impressed with this. Kite is one of those real-time games where you're trying to make sure that the sand timers not go out, so it will cause anxiety, which sometimes is nice in board games. Oh, Enchanted Plume. This one is so pretty. You're putting feathers to create your peacock. So as you're building this up, it is absolutely beautiful. I really enjoy Enchanted Plumes. We have all the Bang games down here. So Bang the Dice game, my favorite. Bang the Card game, I've never played. Bang the Bullet. I don't know anything about this, but I love it just because it's in a bullet. Boss Monster. We have The Crew, which is a cooperative trick-taking game. So that's interesting. Saboteur. Then we have, I don't think I've done any of these, but I think they're like escape type games. And Gloom of Thrones. I've played Gloom, and this is a Game of Thrones version of it, which is really interesting. And it's neat because the cards are see-through, and you're playing on top of this see-through card. So what shows through is kind of part of what the card is. And I'm spotting some crib stuff over here, so we got to go check that out. So Crib War. I've played this one. I owned this one before. I don't anymore. I wonder what happened to it. Probably in the divorce, I didn't end up with it. But so you start here and you have your regular crib. And then you have like where you can skip ahead, and you have like these ones here where you have shortcuts, and it just gets like crazy. Now, my favorite board game version of Crib is this one, Cross Crib. And you're playing your cards on a table, but you're playing yours one way and the other player is playing the other way. So the cards are going to be, you're going to score all the cards, but you're trying to create great combination for yourself and trying to sabotage the other players. But if you're not careful, you'll end up sabotaging your own hand. So it's a really neat spin on Crib. King Cribbage, I've never tried that one. Hear good things. And then this one, I actually got it for Christmas, Chicago Cribbage. And this gives you like a deck of cards to play along with Crib. And the decks will kind of give you special ability things that can be done. So I don't know how this works out, but I'm really interested in trying it. This is kind of my view of River City Games, and they've got lots of darts, they've got pool tables and ping pong tables here. Of course, I'm more looking at the board games, but yeah, so I'm going to be doing videos of all the game stores I can visit in Edmonton and surrounding area and the board game cafes, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. But if you are in the Sherwood Park area, make sure to stop by River City Games. Bye, everybody.